Hello children, how are you all today? I hope you all are healthy and happy. Children, for today's English lesson, we are going to continue with the third chapter from your Mastering Grammar book. And this is Nouns, Gender. Children, in our previous video lesson, we had learned about what gender is. I told you that gender is that quality of the noun which will help us know whether the noun is masculine, feminine, neuter or common gender. What did I tell you about masculine gender? That in masculine gender, the nouns are male actually. They are from the male species. Whether it has to be person or it's an animal, the species has to be a male. Okay, then we call that noun in the masculine gender. Now what did I tell you about the feminine one? I told you that when the species we are talking about, the person or the animal we are talking about is a female, then we know that the noun is in feminine gender. Now if you know that about the common word I told you, I hope you remember, I told you that they are either a male or a female. So the common one like a child, teacher, doctor, they can be either a male or a female. So they are the what kind of gender? Yes, they are the common gender. Now children, we know about the last one, neuter gender. It is used for the inanimate objects. Things, those are without life, right? Those cannot breathe or doesn't have any features of a living thing. So from there we know that the neuter gender is neither a male nor a female. So these were the four kinds of gender, four types of gender we had learnt about in our previous video lesson. Then we moved to the formation of the feminine gender from the masculine ones. We had seen certain words, we had seen I think two of the rules which will help us form feminine nouns from the masculine nouns. Right? We had learned that when you add ESS to the masculine form, it becomes its feminine version, feminine gender. So we had learned that lion becomes lioness with the addition of ESS, priest becomes priestess, shepherd becomes shepherdess, hare becomes heiress, host becomes hostess. Then children, again we had seen that with slight spelling change, you had seen that, right? We had seen what? Like if the word was hunter, what did we do with this? We changed the spelling slightly. We wrote till hunt, then we added R again, we omitted this E and then added ESS. Right children? So this was it, like this slight change in the spelling of the masculine one, we can form the feminine nouns. Then we had also done exercise A, tiger, deer, waiter, god, lion. If you have not finished that, you can go and watch the previous video lesson. And then we had moved to the second rule of the formation of feminine nouns. We had seen that completely different words are used. How? Like mother becomes father. Right? It's completely different. We are not adding anything or we are not subtracting anything from the masculine, but instead we are placing a new word in to make it a feminine noun. Now children, again we had done exercise B also, give the feminine gender of these nouns. We had finished till stag, we had finished till 15. Now today, with today's lesson, we will be continuing with the third point of this formation of feminine gender from the masculine ones. Now this part is on page number 16 of your book. I hope you got it, and let's see what it's telling us to do. By adding another word to the feminine noun to make a compound noun. Okay children, so let's see, we have to do the next exercise which follows after it. It has told us that we can add a different word and make it a compound noun. Like suppose I have a father, I have this word father and I added to it grand. Okay. So with this, grand and father becomes what? Grandfather. Yes. This will become grandfather. Then children, we don't have anything for grand because this is not a noun. But instead we will actually be leaving it this way only. We will grand, and because father is a noun and that is also a person, I told you that we can change genders for only person and animal, not for things. Like chair doesn't have its feminine counterpart. So chair doesn't become chairess or anything else. So father becomes mother. So from here we get the feminine part, that means grandfather becomes grandmother. Like this only, children, these nouns which are formed by adding two different nouns with separate meanings, we call these kind of nouns compound nouns. So these, children, both of these words are called compound nouns. So what did I tell you about compound nouns? See, grand means huge or big, and father means obviously your dad or papa. So this becomes what? This word and father becomes, they are completely different when we talk about them individually. But when we bring them together, they form a completely different meaning. They will be forming this meaning, grandfather, right? So similarly, grandmother. So they are saying that with the addition of certain words to the noun or to the feminine or masculine noun, we can change the form of the noun. That means we can either make it a masculine or a feminine noun. So again, see, washerman, washer doesn't have any, like, it doesn't have any feminine or masculine part. So washerman, man has it. So man becomes woman, so washerman becomes washerwoman. Then stepson. Step doesn't have any counterpart, doesn't have any masculine or feminine, but daughter or son has, so son will become daughter. Here he goat, she goat, landlord, landlady, milkman, milkmaid, manservant, maidservant, peacock, peahen, cock becomes hen, right? Stepfather becomes stepmother, granduncle becomes grandaunt, and he-bear becomes she-bear, right? So now with this we have an exercise that follows this explanation, this fact. Now let's see number C, okay? This exercise is on page number 17, children. You will find this exercise on page number 17. So let's see what they have asked us to do. Change the gender of the nouns in bold to their opposite gender and rewrite the sentences. So they have asked us to rewrite the sentences, and let's see what we can do with it. So all the bold marked words has to be changed into its opposite gender. So the first one, the Prime Minister received the Queen at the airport. So the word Queen is marked in bold. So page 17, exercise C, number 1. So because it has asked us to rewrite it, so we are going to rewrite it. Prime Minister. Children, I am writing the answer. You will have to write the question. The Prime Minister received the Queen. So children, there we have received the Queen. It will become what? What is the opposite gender of Queen? We know King. So we will replace it with the word King at the airport. Yes. Now let's read the next one, number 2. The woman is my uncle's aunt, right? We have to change the woman also and aunt as well, uncle's aunt. So the man, woman becomes man, is my, uncle changes into aunt, and there is an apostrophe s to uncle, that's why aunts will also will have an apostrophe belonging to someone, and aunt becomes uncle. So these two words also changes, okay? The man is my aunt's uncle. Number 3 now, children. The landlord asks the washerman to wash the clothes. So we have to change the word washerman into its opposite gender. We had learned just a while ago about this word. Washerman becomes washerwoman. The landlord Asked the washerman. So what will it become? Asked the washer woman. Okay. To wash the clothes. Yes, number 4. My hostess was a kind shepherdess. My hostess was a kind shepherdess, said the Duchess. So the words we have to change are hostess, shepherdess and Duchess. So we have to write the opposite gender for these words. My hostess, hostess becomes host. Yes. Was a kind shepherdess becomes shepherd. Yes. And then said the Duchess. For Dutch we have Duke. Right? Duke is the opposite gender of Duchess. So Duke. Okay, the actor number 5 now, children. The actor is a good dancer and singer too. So the actor will change into the actress. The actress is a good dancer and good singer too. Okay. So here are the first 5 children of exercise C. Number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So here we changed this word actor to actress. Yes. So I think 1 or 2 words are out of frame. I'll just write this below here. Okay. So singer too. Yes, I hope the board is clear now. I hope this writing is clear. So we are done with this. Now moving to number 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Exercise C number 6. My nephew has bought a mare. So nephew and mare are the person here, but we, actually is a nephew is a person and mare is an animal here. So we have not been asked to change nephew, just the word mare. We have to write the opposite gender for that. So my nephew has bought a mare. Children, I hope you remember this word mare. Mare becomes what? It will become horse. Number 7. The princess had never seen a white peahen. So peahen becomes what? I told you this hen word changes into which word? Yes, it changes into cock. So peacock. The princess had never seen a peacock. Yes. Number 8 now. The heroine went to London to meet the queen. Okay, so what we will be writing? The heroine becomes hero. The hero went to London to meet the. So children, queen becomes king. Yes. So this changed, this changed. Now number 9, and here we are seeing these 2 words changed. Number 9 now. Ria owns a colt and a cow. Okay. Ria owns. A colt is a male horse, actually kid of a horse. Own a colt. Colt becomes filly. And cow becomes what? Bull. Yes, children? So here this word filly and bull. Number 10 now, last one of this exercise. My mother is the only woman in the neighborhood who can write Urdu. So let's write this one. My mother. Mother becomes what? Father. And father has to be a male, so my father is the only man. Only man in the neighborhood. In the neighborhood. I think that word, yes. Let me write that word here. Who can write Urdu? Yes. So now, okay. Now moving to number 4. We had learned till 3. We had learned till rule 3. Now let's see what we have been told in 4. Here are some more words that have an entirely different form for their feminine genders. Okay. So let us see some words. You can finish this one first quickly. Please take a screenshot. And we are done with exercise C now. Now, see some words are there like hero. Just we learned right now, only we are learning about the 4th point. Hero becomes what? Heroine. Then we have widower. Widower is someone whose wife has died, okay? Widower is a person, is a man whose wife has died, okay? So it becomes widow. Widow is a woman whose husband dies. Number 3, then lad. These are already given in your book, children. Becomes lass. Okay. Lad, children, is a boy, okay, young boy. Then king becomes queen, you know this. We have done in the exercise as well. This becomes queen. Then we have bridegroom. Bridegroom is the man who is getting married, and opposite of it is bride, the woman to whom he is getting married, or the bride. Okay, children. Okay. So if you can see there, we have a value corner. Let's see what's there. Some children copy the actions of their favorite hero and heroine. Is it good to copy dangerous acts done by the hero and heroine? Why or why not? So children, in the online classes, we will be discussing this. You can get ready with the answers, with your answers already. So now let's move to exercise D. Okay. This is also on page number 17. Now number 1, her. See, I am not writing this word right now. I will tell you how we are going to choose between the two words. Took out his shawl. Took out his shawl. From the cupboard. Yes. So children, you can see her dash, you are not focusing on this word right now. Her dash took out his shawl. So this word his, we are going to use this his word for which gender? For the masculine. His is for masculine, her is for feminine. So whose shawl? His shawl. So here grandmother, grandfather, which is the masculine gender? Yes, you got it right. It has to be grandfather because grandfather is the masculine gender. Yes. Now number 2. Dash lost his bag in the tree. Again we have his. Dash lost his bag in the tree. Yes. So because it's his, mother cannot be his because mother is a feminine gender. So we are going to use father. Okay. Number 3. The man, woman felt the loss of a dear husband. The man or woman felt the loss of her. Her word is there. So her is used for feminine. So we are going to choose what? The feminine gender from here, woman. The woman felt the loss of her dead husband. Yes. So now number 4. The girl boy saved her brother from falling down. So saved her brother. Her is the female. So whose brother? It is the girl's brother. So the girl saved her brother from falling down. Number 5. His dash was wearing a beautiful sari. His dash was wearing a beautiful sari. So sari here we know. So his daughter-in-law, not son-in-law. Son-in-law won't be wearing a sari. So his daughter-in-law is actually son's wife, right? So daughter-in-law was wearing a beautiful sari. Beautiful sari. Yes. So here we have the first 5 children from exercise D. Yes. So let's move ahead with next one, common and neuter gender. Now children, I hope you understood what is feminine and masculine gender. Now children, we will be moving towards the common and neuter one. They are really easy. You don't need to think much for them. You just need to choose and tell which type of gender that is. You don't need much hard work there. Okay. So we are moving towards common and neuter gender. What did I tell you about common gender? That common gender will tell you that the noun is either a male or a female. Okay? So, words denoting common gender are some words which will tell you about the common gender, which will tell us about the common gender, like anchor. See this word? Anchor, I hope you know, is the host who will be representing our show, who will be telling you about the show is an anchor. So, anchor can be a woman, can be a man. Announcer, anyone can announce, a male or a female. Then parent, parent can be a mother or father, right? So what is a child? What like when we referred you as a what, that means we are talking about a child, and it can also be, this word can also mean, it can be either male or female. Baby, child, person, worker, reporter, footballer, companion, student, cousin, sportsperson, friend, composer, orphan, volunteer, pupil. Okay, so children, volunteer is the one who takes charge of everything, who is the leader. Okay, volunteering means who will lead or take the charge of certain thing. We often refer to a pet animal and a domestic animal like cat or dog as he or she. Yes, so a pet animal can be referred to as he or she. Like cat is the she and dog is he, or sometimes bitches, dogs can be bitches. So bitches, the opposite of dog, can be called she, right? So words like actress, poetess, authoress are not used these days. So for them, like these words, poetess, authoress, it was used earlier, but now it is not in use. It has lost its importance. So for the actor, we call a male also an actor, a female also an actor only. Author who is writing a book or a novel or some piece of work, so they are called author only, and the woman is not called the authoress. So both of them, like a man and the woman, is known as author only. So now neuter gender, let's move to neuter gender. I told you about neuter gender, that these nouns will be telling us about the non-living things or inanimate objects, right? Those things which do not have life. Okay, so they are neither male or female, I told you. Now examples like chair, desk, egg, quilt. Quilt is usually your kambal, right? Quilt. Then taxi, school, umbrella, and so on. You have a lot of non-living things around you. So they are all these nouns are the neuter nouns or neuter gender nouns. Okay children, so now you can see we have this thing, features. Now sometimes you should remember our collective nouns. I am talking about collective nouns. Collective nouns such as army, flock, crew denote collection of living beings. Yes, so we know swarm of bees, right? Some which are representing the like the living beings or the living humans or animals. Those children, those collective nouns are also have what? They do have a gender. So a class is a collection of students, and students are living beings. What did I tell you here? Now see here. A class, this word class, a class of students. Now you want to tell me, you may ask like, ma'am, what, this is also a noun, what kind of gender it is? If you see, it is talking about a living thing, okay? Living things. When this collection will represent or will denote living things, then we will say that this will also have a gender. These words also have a gender. Like army is a collection of soldiers, and soldiers are living things too. So children, with this, although they are living things like students, then we have soldiers, okay, all these words, army of soldiers, yes, battalion, all these collective nouns, children, are the neuter gender. Although they are denoting what? They are denoting living things, but these words, class, army, battalion, the collective nouns are which gender? Neuter gender. Okay, so they are not neither male nor a female. They are not even common nouns. So they are in the neuter gender category. So with this we have exercises EF. Let's do that. We have to tick. It's on page number 18. So we have to tick this one, which indicate neuter gender, and we have to circle those words which represent common gender. So children, 1, Let me write the word first so that I can tick and circle. Okay. Number 3, heroine. Yes, number 4, orphan. Number 5, earl. 6, friend. Reporter. Number 8. Okay, 7 was baby. 8 is reporter. 9 is hospital. 10 is pillow. 11 is footballer. And number 12 is pencil. Yes, children, so we have to tick neuter gender. Let's spot neuter gender first. So all the non-living things here will be neuter gender. So we can see pillow, pencil, then hospital. All these words are neuter gender. Now others like earl is what? Masculine. This is feminine. Goose is masculine. Friend is common. Circle it. Orphan is common because orphan can be a man or a girl or a boy or a man or a woman. So reporter is a common noun. Footballer is the common noun. So here we are done with the exercise. Okay. So we are done with this exercise. Now let's move to number F. It's on page number 18 only, what we have been told to do. Let's see. Read the following sentences and state whether the words printed in bold are of feminine, masculine, neuter or common gender. Children, I will be writing only the answers. You will have to write the questions. Number 1, battalion. The word is battalion. So this is what? Because I told you that battalion is a collective noun. So this will be a neuter gender. Yes. Number 2, taxi. Taxi is a non-living thing, so it's a neuter gender. Yes. Number 3, widower. I told you about this word. Widower is the man whose wife has died. So this is masculine. Number 4, gander. Gander goose, right? So this is the masculine. Number 5, filly. I told you about this word. Cord becomes filly, so this is feminine. Number 6, priestess. Priestess is feminine. Number 7, tutor. This is a common gender because tutor can be one who teaches you, can be a girl or a boy or a man or a woman. So number 8, companion is also a common gender because companion means friend. We have learned that in friendly mongoose. So this is also a common noun. A companion can be a male, can be a female. So children, here are your answers. And with this, we have finished this chapter. I hope you understood it. We will be doing some worksheets. We will be doing some assignments to understand it better. And children, with this, I end my lesson right here. We will meet in another lesson. Till then, take care of yourself and your family. Bye-bye.